Meet me in any comfortable seated position of your choice. And then take a few long, lazy inhales and exhales as you relax the shoulders, sink the sit bones into the floor, while softly lengthening up through the crown of the head, letting the belly be soft without collapsing the spine, and just breathing easily, nothing forced. Maybe close the eyes and just tune in so that you can listen to your body throughout this class and rest whenever you need to and skip things whenever you need to. So we'll start with a few lazy shoulder rolls. You can do one shoulder at a time, both at the same time, forward, back, whatever works for you. And then float your palms up over your head the next time you roll the shoulders up. And then lengthen, maybe take a big inhalation. And then as you exhale, fold over to your left. Maybe the elbow lands, maybe it doesn't. Reaching the right arm over your head so you get a nice long stretch. And then land that palm down to the floor, slide your fingertips lazily in front of you and stretch further. Pressing the thumbs into the floor, let the rest of the fingertips point upwards. And then from that direction, float the palms up, land them behind you, and then press into the floor as you puff up the belly, the chest, and maybe lift the chin. And then this time you reach the palms out in front of you as you round the entire spine and you twist to your left using the muscles. Let the palms land wherever, then lengthen up through the spine, looking forward and lifting your right ear. Crossing the left palm over to hold the opposite knee and just getting a stretch between the shoulder blades. And then we do the same thing, other side. Fingertips up over your head, lengthen, maybe inhale, fold over to your right. And then same thing. Palms down, slide in front of you. And then once you're ready, float up, palms up. Maybe take a big inhalation, draw this circle around you. Puff up the belly and then maybe change the cross of your legs. Lengthen. Palms in front of you, round. Twist to your right. And then lengthen. Look forward, lift your left ear so you can feel this nice stretch in the neck. Right palm holds left knee. Get the stretch between the shoulder blades or wherever you need it. And then last time, get the palms back behind you and then get a bit of a stretch in the chest, and then we meet on the hands and knees. Just move here in a way that feels delicious to you. And then replace your left palm with an elbow. And then slide the left foot a little bit over to the left for a bigger base. Extend the right leg back and up. And then stack that right hip on top of the left. Stay like this or float your right palm up. Maybe hold your right foot from the inside and then kick the foot into the hand and stretch. Please keep your left shoulder safe. We meet in a one-legged dog. So tuck in the left toes, you're on the palms, right leg floats up. And then downward dog. Walk it out, shake it out. Whatever you feel like doing, just be easy while you have a good foundation at the same time. So meaning that you don't collapse in the spine here. Now tilt your pubic bone forward and come into plank as you roll bone by bone into plank. Now you can drop the knees down if you want to, or lower all the way down without your knees. Cobra. Remember to lengthen, be soft, not stiff. And then back into your hands and knees. We do the other side, right elbow down. And then extend. Again, please keep the right shoulder safe. Make sure it doesn't collapse in. And that you're not just like whipping your hips open. It's done with control. One-legged dog. Left leg goes up. Downward dog. Press into the fingertips. Plank pose. Come forward, bone by bone. Do this strongly with control. This time you slide the palms down next to you. Roll onto the left ear. Right palm next to you. And then roll over onto your left shoulder super mindfully. The idea is that you stretch your left shoulder while keeping it safe. Now you can stay like this, or you reach the right palm up and get hold of the other hand And if your body allows, then slide the left foot up against your left sit bone. Please make sure that your neck is happy and that you are breathing easily. And then very mindfully roll out of this again and do the same thing on the other side. Remember, in every single movement and pose, it has a purpose. So you only do this if it feels like a good idea, if it feels great on the body, and that you benefit the body. So if anything hurts, but you feel it's cool to do, rather don't do it. Just don't do it. So very mindfully come out of this, and then we lift up into upward dog. You can choose to opt out from upward dog and do another cobra. Either way, keep the legs strong, and then we meet in downward dog. Now lazily walk to the front of your mat, and when you get there, just hang loose. You can bend the knees, maybe sway from side to side. Have your feet about shoulder distance wide, and then bend the knees a lot and get your right elbow between your knees and grab the outside of your right butt cheek. Extend the left palm and see if you can get a hold of your hands on the right hip. Straighten the left leg and twist. Keep the neck happy. Now, only if you'd like to, you can go into birds of paradise. Maybe don't even straighten the leg in this round. Think about lengthening through the belly, and then softly release and do the same thing on the other side. Listen to the body here and breathe. See if you can keep the hips slightly still and pointing forward so that you are stretching through the leg and not twisting through the hip. Birds of paradise is only optional on the side. Remember to have fun and to breathe. If you are losing your balance, it is fine. Release and then slowly sink down towards a squat. Listen to the knees. Float the left palm up and then release. Float the right palm up and then release, and then slowly unroll up. You can heel to the feet in. Maybe take a big inhalation as you uncurl to the sky. And then you exhale, fold all the way down. Flatten the spine, come halfway up. Lengthen. Fold, step back into plank. Knees down or not, come forward, lower all the way down or halfway down. Upward dog or cobra. And then bone by bone, meet back into downward dog. Right foot floats high up into the sky. And then the right knee comes to the outside of the right armpit. Over towards the left armpit. To the middle, step the foot between the thumbs, release the back knee. Unroll up into crescent moon whenever you are ready. Maybe take a big inhalation as you lengthen. Start to puff the chest up only, not the ribs. Don't collapse in the lower spine, so keep it strong. And then make the circle around you as you straighten your front leg into a half split. I know I'm like freakishly looking at the camera here because I thought it fell over again like the previous video that I recorded, and I had to start again and I can't edit this out. So just stretch here and lengthen from the belly. Rebend the front leg and slide that foot back into plank. Go through a flow or not. Move mindfully. Again, stay inside the experience. Left leg floats high. Knee comes to the left armpit, to the right, to the middle. Step the foot between the thumbs. Crescent moon, back knee down. Unroll up. Make sure you never collapse in the lower spine here. The legs are strong but not stiff. Puff up the chest only. You can cactus the arms and then straighten the front leg into a half split. Stay high up here. So focus on lengthening and getting the stretch, not collapsing and going low. Palms down, low lunge, plank, and then choosing to go through a flow or skip this. And every time you do this as if it's the first time. You're going to bring the right knee up towards your right armpit and softly step the right big toe behind your wrist. And do the same thing with the left leg setting up for crow. So just looking forward and leaning forward and practicing this with ease. Remember to breathe. And then once you're done, just meet in a forward fold. Remember to have fun here. Unroll all the way up. Maybe take a big inhalation, lengthen. And then again, your exhale, fold, lengthen. Flatten the spine, come halfway up. And then fold. Step back, plank, go through a flow or not. Again, move mindfully. And breathe. We meet in downward dog. Right leg floats high up into the sky. Knee comes to the right armpit. Over to the left. Kick it through for fallen triangle. Left palm floats up. Please keep the right shoulder safe. Do not twist from that shoulder. Left palm returns. Right knee to forehead. Step the foot between the thumbs. And once you're ready, come up into a high lunge. You're going to lengthen with your inhale, and then your exhale, flap the palms down and then straighten the front leg. And then again, inhale, bend, high lunge, and exhale, fly. Bend, palms up, and straighten the legs. Lengthen, and then fold forward into pyramid. You can step the back foot in as much as you like. And then float the right palm up into revolved triangle. Bend the front leg into revolved half moon. And then we slowly and softly land into a twisted lunge. Into wild thing. Keep the left shoulder safe. Lengthen up through the belly. And then from here, you're going to sit down facing the same direction. Right palm floats up. Leans forward. Wrap that arm around your shin. Left palm extends and reach back, and again see if you're going to hold hands. It's okay if you cannot. Lengthen, twist to the left, keeping the belly soft and the left foot flexed. And then slowly and softly release. Let your right knee just drop down. Twist your belly a little bit towards the left. Lengthen and then fold forward. This is not about holding the toes. Focus on lengthening and getting a nice delicious stretch, instead of rounding the spine to get hold of the foot. And then you're going to shift the right knee further away from your left leg and extend the right leg the same direction the knee was pointing. So basically both legs are away from each other. Flexing the toes back, lengthen, stay up here or fold slightly forward or a lot. Again, making sure that you are not collapsing here. So just enough activation in the legs to support the stretch. And then once you're ready, messily moving forward on your right leg into half pigeon. Setting this up safely. Listen to the body. Either you come down or you stay up. A little bit of activation again. So right foot flex a bit. Left foot gently pressing against the floor. One-legged dog. Right foot up. Knee to the foot. Step the foot in just in the middle of the mat. Left foot floats up and just take a little hop here. Doesn't matter what this looks like or how high you get. And then rest. So child pose is an option, but you can rest in any position that you need. And rest here as long as you want. You can, of course, pause the video and just rest. And whenever you're ready, meet me back into downward dog. From downward dog, float your left foot high up into the sky. Bring the knee to the left armpit, to the right. Kick it through, fallen triangle. Right palm floats up and over. Release, left knee to the forehead. Step the foot between the thumbs, high lunge. Again, take your time to set this up, and once you're ready, unroll up. So inhalation, you lengthen. You exhale, flap the palms, straighten the legs. And go through this flow. 3 of these bent legs and straight legs as you flap the hands. And the last time you straighten, you fold the body forward with straight legs into pyramid. And breathe. Revolve triangle. So left palm floats high up into the sky. Into revolved half moon. Have fun with this. Into a twisted low lunge. And safely into wild things. So keeping that Right shoulder safe. Lengthen and stretch. Sit the bum down. Left palm stays up as you lean forward and wrap your arm around the left shin. Right palm also meets back, maybe holds the hand or not, and then lengthen and twist to your right. Again, so right foot is slightly flexed, your belly is soft, let the left knee drop, twist the belly towards the right, lengthen and fold. Again, make sure that you're not creating stiffness and tension. The idea is that you stretch and you do so softly, or at least my body likes to be treated with that bit of ease. So do what your body requires, stay mindful, and then open the legs nice and wide, but never go to your absolute max. You can maybe float the palms up over your head this time and then fold forward, or not. If you want to use any props here, you can sit on the edge of a pillow, and then half pigeon to your left side this time. Again, moving mindfully, listen to the knee, listen to the hip, lengthen, maybe fold forward or stay up. And breathe and stay with your breath, because our minds tend to wander and then we don't stay tuned in to keep the body safe. So whenever you're ready to come up, one-legged dog with the left leg, knee in, and then right foot goes up. So you just make a little swap and a hop or two or three, and then rest in any position that you need. Once you're ready, meet me back into downward dog. You can totally go through a flow if you'd like. Again, doing so mindfully. And then once we meet back into downward dog, this time walk your hands back to your feet. Get your feet nice and wide, and then bend the knees a lot and get the shoulders as deep to the back of the knees as you can. And we do this awkward firefly attempt. This is definitely not my strength. I do not have the flexibility, so have fun with this. You might fall on your bum. And then see if you can find a graceful way out of it. I giggled a lot here. And then back into downward dog. This time we're going to get the left knee up against the left armpit, softly stepping the left big toe behind the wrist. Same thing on the other side. Gently coming down into a squat. This time the right palm is going to walk forward. You're going to wrap that arm around the shin. Extend the left arm back and hold hands if possible. And then negotiate your way into standing on that left leg only. Into flamingo we go. Release into one-legged mountain. Kicking the right leg forward. You can stay like this or get a hold of the right foot or the knee. And then keep the hips still as you extend the right leg and open the hips. And then reach the right leg forward. See if you can hold it there by itself. Warrior 3. Fly the palms and the right leg back. Softly land into a high lunge. Big inhalation, lengthen, and your exhale, slice it open into warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Into extended side angle. Reverse triangle, straighten the front leg, left palm floats up into triangle, keeping the hips and the knees still, not stiff, just not twisting from there. And then rebend the front leg into a lizard pose, so both palms on the inside of that left leg, rolling over into the ball of the right. Now you're going to scooch your left palm the inside of your foot to the outside and step your right knee in. And now we're going to combine firefly with crow. So your right side is going to do crow, your left side is going to do firefly. See how this goes and have fun with it. It's a combination between leaning back and leaning forward at the same time. And then we do exactly the same thing on the other side. From a squat, you're going to bind your left arm around and lift up into flamingo. It's a lot of glute activation. Release into a one-legged mountain. Have fun with this. Lose your balance, it's fine. Into a stretch, holding the foot or knee. And then opening that leg or knee into warrior 3. Fly. See if you can softly land into a high lunge. Slice open into warrior 2. Keep the tailbone tilted forward slightly to protect the lower spine. Reverse warrior. Move with control, just so that you can listen to the body. Extended side angle, left palm forward and up over your head. Reverse triangle, straighten the front leg, right palm floats up into triangle. And then bend the front leg, lizard pose, sliding both the palms on the inside of that right leg. And then same thing, fire crow. Right palm comes from the inside to the outside of the right foot. Step the left foot closer. Left side does crow, right side does firefly. Have fun. Figure this out. Super awkward again, or maybe you find it very easy. And then if you'd like to, you can go through your last flow. And after this, you can rest in a child pose. And this is it from here. You can lie on your back and just chill out, or if you want to do a few more stretches or anything else, then of course you can. I'm not going to be talking you out of this one. You can just rest as long as you want and then come out when you are ready. Thanks for stretching with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.